What's going on, everybody? Adam here with eTrailer. Today we have a 2020 Toyota Tundra, and we're going to be taking a look at the Yakima Bedrock HD system. If you're really looking to maximize your Tundra just to be able to get more stuff in your bed, we're going to be able to use the whole entire bed, but we're going to just have these bars to put a bunch of different accessories on here. Whether it's just a cargo basket, you can get a big old tray to put a bunch more accessories on here, or just a couple bike racks. This is going to just add a second tier to your truck without having to have a big old bulky ladder rack or having to mess with a roof rack. As far as the bars go, they're going to be 78 inches long, made of aluminum, so they're going to be able to withstand all of that moisture and salt on the roads if you keep them on during the winter. They are going to have a nice powder coated finish, and honestly, it looks really, really good with this color Tundra. As far as the bars go, they are going to have about 3 inches this way and about 1.5 inches the other. So if you do have a clamp-on type of accessory, make sure it's going to be compatible with these type of bars. Most are, but you always want to double check. As far as T-tracks go, I really like the way that this bar handles the T-track accessories. You don't have to take this cap off to be able to slide your accessories in. We will have to maybe trim up this little strip here if you would like to make them fit, but the nice thing about this cap is you can slide it right in. You don't have to remove it. And also with the cap, it's very, very sturdy. We have a little metal section here, and that's going to be for your tie downs, but straps do not come with the kit. Depending on what you do with your Tundra, we are going to have 2 different weight capacities for our bars. If you are going on some crazy off-road trails, we're only going to have about 180 pounds of weight capacity for the bars. But if you're just rolling down the highway and just want to look cool, we can actually load this up to 300 pounds. Whenever I buy an accessory for my vehicle, I always want to make sure that it is going to protect the vehicle. As far as this Tundra, we do have these nice little rubber pads here that aren't going to scratch the top of our bed rails. It's a 2020 Tundra. We want to keep it looking as new as possible. And it's also going to protect itself. It looks really, really cool, and we really don't want anybody to run off with it. It's really easy to put it on and take it off, but we don't have to go and buy an extra locking core set. It comes pre-installed. They're all keyed alike, and we get 2 keys with the kit. So pretty much, you just go ahead and lock that down, and then you can't get that lever undone, and there's no way that anybody is going to take this off. So it will give you peace of mind and also just let you maximize your truck. First thing you want to do is put on our feet. And to do that, you need this tool. It comes with the kit. We're going to take this cap off of the rail. There's one little screw in there. Found it a lot easier to just completely loosen it and then just flip it over. Lay that to the side. Kind of wiggle that cap back and forth to get it off, especially when it comes right out of the box. It's extremely tight, which is good. So you got to get a little bit of strength to get it off. But once we do that, we're going to take our feet, both of them, and then we're going to go ahead and loosen this little bolt right here. We have a tool, it comes with the kit. Really easy. What that's going to do, when we loosen that up, it's going to give a little bit more of a gap in between the top of this foot and that T-bolt. I'm going to do it on both of them because instead of just taking off both caps, what I'm going to do is just slide them both in from one side. One thing you need to think about is how they go on. So we want it to hug the edge, so we want to make sure that the Yakima sign is going to be facing out towards the outside of the bars. So since I'm going to be this one on first, I'm going to do it opposite, but slide it all the way down. Just makes it a little bit easier. And then we can do this one. Put our cap back on and put that screw back in. Easy as that. Next thing, we want to make sure and set the feet at the right distance. To do so, what we have to do is measure from the inside lip of the bed of your truck from one side to the other. And then we're going to do the same exact measurement from right here all the way to over here. We want it to be the same, and once it is, you can go ahead and tighten that down. So it's not going to go anywhere. And then rotate it around, and it sits really, really nicely. So then, after that, it's pretty much my favorite part. I love this thing. Super easy to use. What we want to do is you want to open up this lever. Notice how it kind of starts coming up a little bit. So open up that lever. And for our Tundra here, we have to pretty much almost take this bolt out for it to fit underneath the lip. And then there's going to be a little slot on the inside of this foot. It's just going to slide right in there, just like that. And leave that little arm open. We have these little pads that have a protector on it, so we don't have to worry about scratching anything. Even though we do have a spray and liner here, it's not going to do anything, even if it was just metal. But what you need to do is just get it hand tight, and you'll get a feel with this as you take them on and off because they're super quick and easy. So once you get a little bit of tension, the rest of it gets locked down, and then we can go ahead and either lock these in place so no one can take them, or just leave them like this, unlocked. But they are nice and sturdy, so I'm going to do the same exact thing to the other side. Just to give you my 2 cents of the Yakima Bedrock HD system, I love it. I would rather have rails in the bed of my Tundra than up on the roof, because what you can do is we have a load extender which goes in your hitch, so if you were to carry some kayaks around, you don't have to load them up on top of your truck. This is a stock Tundra. It's still pretty tall, and I'm not necessarily the tallest person, so it will take a lot of effort for me to get a kayak up and on the roof, and usually I'm carrying 2. This way we have almost half the height that we have to get the kayaks up, and we can have them dangling over top and behind our Tundra, and I definitely think that that is 100% the easier route whenever you're getting any sort of kayaks on there. If we have bike racks or something like that, it's going to be a lot easier to get that up on here. If you put a cargo basket, all your cargo is going to take a lot less time to load up. So definitely recommend getting the Yakima Bedrock HD system for your Tundra. This one was a 2020 Tundra, and I'm Adam with eTrailer.